Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an assortment of makeup in front of me, mostly from my Shop My Stash that I just picked a couple of weeks ago. I have been doing my best to have that balance of showing love to things that I know that I love, testing new products, and then using the items that I've chosen in my Shop My Stash so that I can either fall back in love or make a decision to let them go. So today I picked out a lot of items. I'm already making opinions of things that I think will need to leave my stash and other things that I'm so thrilled that I picked out. So if you want to see me put a look together with basically a full face of nothing new but just having fun with what I've got, then just keep watching. In the interest of time, I did go ahead and do my brows. I used my Sephora brand brow pencil. Love this, drugstore priced. I also used, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring it in here, my Sephora brow gel that I've been enjoying very much. I will have a Sephora VIB sale update video coming soon. And then I went ahead and primed my eyelids with one that I've not shown on camera for a while, but is in my regular rotation, and that is the eye primer from Beauty Bay. And the last thing that I put on my face, which I meant to do on camera, was the MAC Prep and Prime primer. This is their Skin Refined Zone primer. This one, I was reminded by one of you how fabulous a primer this is. This one is probably on its way out because of age, but by the time I do my next Shop My Stash, I'll know whether or not this is one that I want to repurchase. But I did go ahead and apply that to my face, and the face does feel very smooth, very matte. I am liking the way the face looks. I'm gonna start with my eyes, and for the palette, I'm excited to use the Alter Ego Goddess palette. Alter Ego came back into my line of vision when I saw that they had just released a new palette. They do a lot of inspired by palettes, and the palette that they just released, I believe, is comparable to the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz. This Goddess palette is comparable to the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And I was looking through past videos, and I've only shown this once on my channel. I will have that video linked at the end of this video if you'd like to see it, although it's a little painful because it was a couple of years ago, and I'd like to think that my editing skills have improved since then. I was watching some of it last night and I was like, woo, I'm learning. I'm thankful for those of you that have been with me from the beginning, and I'm thankful if you're a new viewer now. But this palette I used in that video, and what I did was I did a very easy brown crease, and then I put the green on the outer corner and under my eye. So if you're curious to see the browns and greens go together, like I said, you'll definitely want to watch that video at the end of this one. For today, Angelica Ninquist, I'm going to link her channel. She just inspired me to do a very simple look. She did a 10-minute makeup challenge. I'm not committing to doing that, but I am going to do a very simple eye look with this. This is beautiful. You know that I love Natasha Denona's formula, and this, while it's not Natasha's formula, it is a good formula, and it makes me feel better as someone that can't afford all of Natasha's palettes to have that color story at my fingertips for less than $20 for the palette. So if you haven't checked out Alter Ego's website, I would recommend that you check it out. For today's look, I am wearing yellow. I love gold, so I have a lot of choices. There are 7 goldish looking shimmers in this palette. You've got more yellow, more copper. This one down here called Cassandra looks like it is a bit of a duochrome. It looks kind of copper and then kind of green as you're turning it. Let me go ahead and swatch that one for you. This is Cassandra, and it's definitely got, hopefully you can see that on camera, a little bit of a shift to it. I like this Valkyrie shade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go all over the lid with this and just wing it, see where we go. So I'm taking Valkyrie and I'm starting on the lid. What Angelica did, I believe she goes by Angie, she took a Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick and just ran it over her eyes and then pulled it up. And I really liked the look. It was super fast and easy. So I thought I'd try something similar with this today. And if I need to take a little bit of brown into the crease, I can do that. But these shimmers are nice. They give the amount of pop that I would like, and they're not too crumbly or thick. They are a nice texture. I am gonna add a little bit of maybe this Athena, which looks like a brown with some yellow in it. Just drop my brush, and I'm gonna just edge right along the top of that shimmer, just because a matte in the crease is a little more flattering, especially if you have mature eyes with a lot of texture. But I really am enjoying this Athena shade because it almost feels like an extension of this original Valkyrie, as if the same shade went from shimmer to matte. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and go over the edges. I am still enjoying this Colourpop set. If you're curious, I got it at Ulta. I think it was $18. I'm going to take the pencil brush from that set and go back into Athena and just run it under the eyes. I didn't pick out a liner in my Shop My Stash, so I picked out something that I have not used in a while, and this is the liner from Persona in black. It really is an inky, beautiful formula. The packaging confused me a little bit when I got it because it is a brown stick. Maybe that's just Persona's color, or maybe all their pencils look like that, but it is a black liner in brown packaging. I'm still struggling with the red eyes. I probably will put a little bit of my Lumify in. Just going to take a little brush, just buff in that black a little bit. I'm trying to keep the liner out of the waterline like the eye doctor suggested, but it's hard because I like black in my waterline. Time out for a little Lumify. Kind of cheated a little. This is on the newer side to me, but it still counts because it's not a new product. This is the Essence 24 Ever Ink Liner. I'm going to do a little wing. I'm going through a little wing phase where I'll choose not to put a wing on, and halfway through the day I'm like, no, I need it. I just feel like it makes the eyes look so much bigger, and when you find one that's easy to work with, it makes life so much easier. And this one is such a bargain, under $5, and it really does stay on. I have my Big Definition from Sephora. This is my third style of the Sephora brand mascaras, and I have been enjoying them all. I think Sephora collection does mascara well. This one gives me length and volume. It does all the things, and at a very affordable price. Sephora brand by itself is inexpensive, and then twice a year when they have their sales, you can stock up. I'll go ahead and add a couple coats and I'll be right back. I'm back. Top mascara is on. Really gives a lot of volume, length. It can get a little clumpy. I just suggest that you have a clean spoolie near you and just go through, or I do have a lash separator somewhere in here. For foundation, I have my Uoma by Sharon C, which is what I picked for my Shop My Stash. I do very much enjoy this foundation. It is a thinner consistency, which I appreciate, and a nice medium coverage. I didn't even use a full pump. I'm going to take my Haley's Beauty brush and just blend it in. See, I still have some on my hand. So tell me if you're watching anything good on TV right now. I just started the newest Bridgerton series about Queen Charlotte. Any Bridgerton lovers out there? I've read all the books, and now I'm watching the season about Queen Charlotte. And I do have to say, I am enjoying it very much. It's a little suspenseful, there's some romance, it's a little bit funny. That's not the kind of show I would watch with my husband, so I watch that during the day when he's not around. Something that we're watching right now, believe it or not, I've never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies, so we just started watching them. We're on the second one. Foundation looks great. I'm going to move into concealer now. I did not pick a concealer for my Shop My Stash. I don't know why, but what I did choose was this MAC Pro Longwear concealer. And there are some complaints about the applicator. It is a pump applicator, and I do agree. It is messy, and too much comes out. However, I try to get half a pump, and it is a beautiful concealer. This is NC20. This concealer, what I like about it is that it is very thin, doesn't seem to dry out my under eyes, and gives a very good coverage. Concealer is on, looks great. I'm gonna move into cream contour, or cream bronzer in this case, and this is my Juvia's Place cream bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Guinea. This is one that is definitely on the chopping block. I'll have to post a picture of the actual color on the screen because it's supposed to be cool toned, and it does not look very cool toned to me. It is a little more warm than I would prefer, and I thought about getting another color, but I'm having a hard time. I was looking online, they actually had a sale. You know how much I love Juvia's Place. They were having a sale where these were only $5 on their website, and I was reading through all the descriptions and I just couldn't figure out what shade would work for me. So I don't know if they need to work on their shade range. If you have one of these bronzer slash contour sticks and believe that you have a cool or more neutral tone, please share the love, because to me this just looks like an orange blush. For cream blush, I had grabbed my Flower Beauty Blush Balm. I've had this for a while and not given it love. This was one of the first cream blushes that I ever got, and I really enjoyed it, and it just got pushed back in the drawer because so many more came out. Mine is in Cinnamon, which is just a nice warm shade. So I put it on my hand. It's very thin, which I like, and I'm just gonna tap this above the Juvia's Place. I'll go ahead and set the under eye with my Charlotte Tilbury. I picked this out. I have had this for a while. It has a strong pan on it. I'm gonna try to use this up, and then I'll decide, do I have other ones that I like just as much so that I can save myself the cost of this, or is this worth picking up again? Mine is in the shade 1 Fair because I bought it specifically for my under eyes. Nice. Is it necessary? I'm not sure. I'm gonna set that cream bronzer with this one from Viseart. I got this in a Boxycharm. It is the shade Bronze Noisette, and I have been using this and enjoying it. It is on the neutral side. I love Viseart's eyeshadows. I had a feeling I would enjoy this bronzer. I think just the size of it, I'd lose it. I lose it in the drawer. I don't notice it, so I don't grab it. And for setting the rest of the face, I had picked up this NARS Soft Matte Powder in the shade Creek, and I do like it. It's very thin and compact, and I've used it quite a few times, and there is an indent, but I have not hit pan. I'll make that a goal. It is smooth and mattifying for those of us with oily skin, or if you just prefer a matte look on your face. It's very nice. I just don't like it under my eyes, but I will absolutely set the rest of the face with it, and I like that it does provide a little bit of coverage. I mean, I look super matte and smooth right now. I am going to add some bottom mascara. Before I do that, I did lose a little bit of that Athena shade on the bottom, and I'm going to add a little bit more of that Athena back under the eye. I just realized I did not put a powder blush on. Let me grab one. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Quad. I had to force myself to stop using this. This is definitely one that I would recommend to anybody that was looking for blush. I like the fact that you get some pinks and some peaches. So I'm going to go into this one right here, this top one. And I believe this one has a little bit, yes, a little bit of shimmer to it. Such a hidden gem at the drugstore. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my Milani tubing mascara on the bottom. I'll be right back. Mascara is on, and of course, while I was off camera, I did add a little bit of my Morphe pencil in Coconut right in that inner corner V because I like the brightness. And for lipstick, I'm gonna add my MAC Cherry. I've had this, I enjoy it. Is it worth the cost? I'm not sure, but I have it, so I'm gonna use it. It is a little stiff going on, but it really does last a long time. I do not enjoy filling in my lips with a MAC lip pencil. And for lip color, I grabbed this little baby of my Tom Ford lip color. This is in the shade Scarlet Rouge in the Most Wanted lip color matte. And I have used this a couple times and I think I do really like it, but I don't know if I $59 for the full size like it. I don't know where I got this little baby. It was probably like a free gift from Sephora or something, but it is really luxe. Like, it glides on the lips so nicely. Don't notice the scent, but it feels creamy on the lips. If you're looking for a splurge, black and gold, like that packaging really gets me. I am still testing my Sephora setting spray. This is the 16-hour wear transfer proof sweat and humidity. I am enjoying it. Final thoughts on the face. I like everything. The star of the show for me is always the eyeshadow palette. I do love it. I like the cheeks. Everything looks really good. I picked a good Shop My Stash. And of course, every product that is on my face, I will have listed and linked for you in the description box, as always. And I do my very best to never talk about or show you a product that you can't get your hands on. I don't like to be teased. If I see something that looks great on you, I want it for myself, right? With that said, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit that notification bell, you'll get a notification every time that I upload. Give the video a thumbs up if you had some fun, and of course, I always look forward to your comments. It makes me so happy when you comment on the videos. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you have. Let me know what you think I need to try. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.